Hello and welcome to the Midday Update. These are the top headlines from our newsroom today. His Majesty the Sultan condoles to Amir of Kuwait. 66% of Oman's target population jabbed. Labour Ministry announces over 70 job opportunities in private sector. Will your child attend classes online or at school? Pakistan urges international community to keep engaging with Taliban, according to Pakistan's Foreign Minister. India registers over 25,000 new COVID infections. Around 10 million children across Afghanistan need humanitarian aid, says UNICEF. Liverpool refused to release Mohamed Salah for Egypt World Cup qualifiers. These were the top headlines from our news studio today. Let's see how the weather condition looks like in the Sultanate in our weather update.
I'm Mantra Bose with your daily dose of weather, and I'm reporting from the TFM studio in Al Quair. Coming up is our fact for the day. Astrophobia is the extreme fear of thunder and lightning. It affects children and adults and also animals. A person suffering from astrophobia will check the weather forecast several times and even change their plans in case a storm is coming. That was our fact for today. Now for the weather update. An alert has been issued by Oman Meteorology and Civil Aviation Authority indicating poor horizontal visibility due to dust, fog and thundershowers. Apart from that, we've got partly cloudy to cloudy skies along the Dhofar coast and adjoining mountains with the possibility of intermittent drizzle. There are also chances of convective cloud formation, isolated rain and thundershowers over the Al Hajar mountains towards the afternoon. We're also seeing chances of late night to early morning low-level clouds or fog patches over the Arabian Sea and Oman Sea coast, as well as dust rising winds over the open areas and deserts. With that, let's take a look at what the weather will be like throughout the Sultanate. Muscat will be sunny with temperatures between 30 to 40 degrees Celsius. Musandam will be sunny with temperatures between 31 and 39 degrees Celsius. North Al Batana will be sunny with temperatures between 31 and 35 degrees Celsius. South Al Batana, we're expecting showers and temperatures between 29 and 40 degrees Celsius. Buremi will be sunny with temperatures between 31 and 44 degrees Celsius. Al Dahira, we're expecting showers again and temperatures between 30 and 42 degrees Celsius. Al Dakhla will be sunny with temperatures between 26 and 40 degrees Celsius. Possibility of showers in North Al Sharqiya with temperatures between 24 and 38 degrees Celsius, while South Al Sharqiya will be sunny with temperatures between 27 and 40 degrees Celsius. Al Wusta will be sunny with temperatures between 25 and 35 degrees Celsius, and we're expecting showers in Dhofar again with temperatures between 25 and 29 degrees Celsius.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
Welcome back to TTV. You're watching Midday Update. Now, before we get into the details of the local stories for today, let's see how the COVID-19 situation looks like in the Sultanate. The Ministry of Health has announced the registration of 5 new death cases due to coronavirus in Oman today. With this, the total deaths now stands at 4,043. The health officials have also extended their deepest condolences to the families of the deceased. In addition to that, the Ministry of Health has also announced the registration of 120 new coronavirus infections in Oman today. With this, the total confirmed figure in the Sultanate now stands at 301,570, which also includes the total recoveries of 290,631 as well as total deaths of 4,043. In the last 24 hours, the health officials have also received 221 recoveries. The Ministry of Health has urged all the citizens and residents living in the Sultanate to follow the precautionary measures issued by the Supreme Committee and the Ministry of Health. And now from a local desk. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq has sent a cable of condolences to Sheikh Nawaf Al Ahmad Al Jabir Al Sabah, Amir of the State of Kuwait, on the death of Sheikha Badriya Al Ahmad Al Jabir Al Sabah. In the cable, His Majesty expressed his heartfelt sympathies, praying to Allah the Almighty to rest the deceased soul in peace in paradise and grant her family patience. As many as 2,336,980 people have been vaccinated against COVID-19 in the Sultanate since the launch of the National Immunization Campaign till Sunday, August 22nd, reaching 66% of the targeted population. The number of those who took the first dose of COVID-19 vaccine stood at 1,294,098, comprising 37%, while the number of those who are fully vaccinated with 2 doses stood at 1,042,882, comprising 29%. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Health continues vaccinating target segments against COVID-19 in all governorates of the Sultanate as vaccination centers witness a good daily turnout. Last week, the members of the Supreme Committee visited the Sultan Qaboos Youth Complex for Culture and Entertainment in Salalah to follow up on the progress of the vaccination of target segments within the National Immunization Strategy against COVID-19. Members of the Supreme Committee were briefed on the procedures from registering till taking the vaccine and the method of coordination in receiving people eligible for vaccination with full adherence to health measures. Sayyid Muhammad Sultan al-Busaidi, Minister of State and Governor of Dhofar, stressed the importance of taking the vaccines and to continue adhering to the preventive measures in order to combat COVID-19. Dhofar has the lowest vaccination rate in the Sultanate of only 42%, said Sayyid Sultan, who encouraged all people eligible for the vaccines to get vaccinated as soon as possible to protect themselves and the society. The Ministry of Labour in the Sultanate has unveiled 73 jobs up for grabs by job seekers in private sector establishments. The opportunities are distributed as follows: 8 for holders of master's degree, 25 for university bachelor's degree holders, 4 for higher diploma holders, 11 for holders of qualification above general education diploma, postgraduate certificates, 4 for holders of vocational diplomas, and 15 for general education diploma, which is commonly known as GED, and 5 jobs for holders of qualifications below GED and other standings. A statement to this effect was made by Budur Isa Al-Harthi, who is the Director of the Employment Opportunities Department at the Ministry of Labour, who affirmed that the jobs were announced by the Ministry as part of the ongoing coordination with private sector establishment aimed to fill vacancies in specialized areas. Budur added that the website of the Ministry of Labour provides more than 2,970 vacancies, of which 546 were slated for holders of qualifications below the GED, 1,395 for GED holders, 590 for qualifications above GED, 401 for bachelor's degree holders, 36 for master's degree holders, and lastly 5 for PhD holders. Next academic year, high-density international or community schools in the Sultanate may function with 30% to 70% capacity based on their resources. This applies to international schools with 3,000 or more students. Such schools may follow the blended education system, a combination of in-person and virtual classes, the Ministry of Education said in a statement on the operation of private schools. This move comes following the decision of the Supreme Committee to deal with COVID-19 issued on Thursday. The statement also directs private schools on ideal density for private and international schools that are to follow the direction education system where all students come in for classes. Schools with higher student densities may follow the blended education system. Up to grade 6, classrooms should have 1 student per 2 square meters. Grades 7 to 11, classrooms should have 1 student per 1.5 square meters. Grade 12, classrooms should have 1 student per 1.5 square meters. Special education, private international schools with special education students may follow the direct education system while adhering to precautionary health measures. This was all from our local desk for today. It's time for us to take a quick commercial break, but stay tuned for more updates from International Desk.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
Welcome back to TTV, you're watching Midday Update. And now from International Desk. Pakistani Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi said on Monday that his country wants the international community to keep interacting with the Afghan Taliban. Addressing a press briefing, Qureshi said that the countries which were in contact with the Taliban or visited by a delegation of Taliban leaders should continue it. Taliban have a huge responsibility to work for peace in Afghanistan and make sure that its soil is not being used against anyone, he said. He reiterated that his country is supporting peaceful Afghanistan and will help to work in that direction, hoping that other regional countries will also do the same. The Pakistani foreign minister also said that he will visit regional countries including Iran, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan to discuss lasting peace and stability in Afghanistan. India's COVID-19 tally rose to 32,474,773 on Tuesday as 25,467 new cases were registered during the past 24 hours across the country, showed the Federal Health Ministry's latest data. Besides 354 deaths due to the pandemic since Monday morning took the death toll to 435,110. There are still 319,551 active cases in the country, a fall of 14,373 during the past 24 hours. India's current active caseload is the lowest in 156 days, said the Federal Health Ministry. A total of 31,720,112 people have recovered and been discharged from hospitals so far, out of which 39,486 were discharged during the past 24 hours. According to the Health Ministry, the recovery rate increased to 97.68%, which is the highest since March 2020. Amid the fast evolving developments in Afghanistan, UNICEF has said around 10 million children across the country need humanitarian assistance to survive. Today, around 10 million children across Afghanistan need humanitarian assistance to survive. An estimated 1 million children are projected to suffer from severe acute malnutrition over the course of this year and could die without treatment, UNICEF Executive Director Henrietta H4 said in a statement on Monday. An estimated 4.2 million children are out of school, including more than 2.2 million girls. Since January, the UN has documented over 2,000 grave violations of children's rights. Approximately 435,000 children and women are internally displaced, the statement said. This is the grim reality facing Afghan children, and it remains so regardless of ongoing political developments and changes in government, for added. This comes as the UN agency anticipates that the humanitarian needs of children and women will increase over the coming months amidst severe drought and consequent water scarcity, the devastating socio-economic consequences of the COVID-19 pandemic, and the onset of winter. That is why, after 65 years in Afghanistan, striving to improve the lives of children and women, UNICEF will remain on the ground now and in the days to come. We are deeply committed to the country's children, and there is far more work to be done on their behalf, Ford said. She said that millions will continue to need essential services including health, life-saving vaccination drives against polio and measles, nutrition, protection, shelter, water, and sanitation. Once again, it's time for a quick commercial break, but stay tuned for more updates from a sports desk.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
Welcome back to TTV, watching Midday Update, and now from a sports desk. Premier League club Liverpool has refused to release striker Mohamed Salah for Egypt's 2022 Qatar World Cup qualifiers, the Egypt Football Association has confirmed. Egypt is slated to play the qualifiers in September, but star striker Salah would not be featuring in them as the Reds have refused to release him. The Egyptian Football Association continues its continuous contacts regarding the task of international players joining their national teams to participate in the World Cup qualifiers, which requires exempting them from travel restrictions imposed on them in the countries in which they play due to the coronavirus pandemic. The association has received a letter from Liverpool FC apologizing for the unavailability of its player Mohamed Salah to join the national team in its next camp, the association said in an official statement. It also added that the English club's letter referred to the precautionary measures applied in England to confront the outbreak of coronavirus in the world, which puts returnees from some countries in compulsory health isolation for a period of 10 days upon their return to England. In the letter, the English club also expressed its hope that the Egyptian Federation would understand that it was forced to do so in the face of the player being subjected to quarantine for this period and being affected by this physically, as well as the uncertainty of the conditions determined by English authorities. With this news, we have come to the end of the episode for today, but stay tuned as we'll be coming back tomorrow with more updates and latest news your way. Keep watching TTV.
You've just heard the live feed from the TTV studios on TFM 95.4. Let's talk.